Alright, let's look at parallel lines. Angles on parallel lines. Now, what are parallel lines? Two lines are said to be parallel if, when they are drawn on the same plane, they can never meet. What do we mean? For example, this is a line, a straight line. This is another straight line. If I continue to extend the length of this straight line, the first one and the second one, or the first and the second one, if I continue to extend it, no matter the length, whatever the length I extend it to, these two lines will never meet. And those two lines, since they can never meet if they are drawn on the same plane, are said to be parallel to each other. So those two lines are parallel to each other. Those two are what we call parallel lines. Parallel to each other. Now, another thing, if I draw a line across the parallel line, across, a straight line across the parallel lines, for example, these two parallel lines, and I draw another line to cut the two of them. Now, this line I draw to cut the two of them is what we call the transversal. The transversal. And when this transversal cuts these two parallel lines, angles are formed. For example, look at it. An angle is formed here, 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 an angle is formed here and here. Now, there are some certain conditions or certain things we need to know. When a transversal cuts two parallel lines, the first thing we need to know, the first one, corresponding angles are formed. Corresponding angles. Let's look at it. Corresponding angles. Now, for corresponding angles, look at it. Corresponding angles. Another thing, name for corresponding angle, or another way we can identify a corresponding angle is what we call an F angle. F angle. Look at, if I have an angle here, this is, let's say A, and I have another one here, B. Angle A and B are corresponding angles. They lie on the same side of the transversal line. The transversal, they lie on the same side. So these two angles are said to be corresponding angles. Look at it, F is formed. How do I identify a corresponding angle? For example, these things can be confusing, but this is how to know. If an angle is here, I put an angle here, skip one angle. The next one is corresponding to the one you have up. For example, if I pick an angle here, this point, let's call it angle C. What is corresponding to this C is what is here. Look at it here. Let's the practical with what we have. If I look at the F, if I can write F, corresponding angles as before, and corresponding angles are equal. If I have here to be 30 degrees, this place will also be 30 degrees. So as I pick it from here, look at it, this place, skip one side, the next one is corresponding to it. So if this is angle C, this place will be angle D. I can also, I can write F backwards. This is forward F. Backwards, that means here and here, we can call it E and F. These two ones also are corresponding to each other. And like we said, corresponding angles are equal. Now let's look at the second one, second thing that can be formed. We have what we call alternate angles. Alternate angles. Now, alternate angle is also known as what we call the Z angle. The Z angle. Now, if I can form Z, look at it, the Z angle. From here, this place, I can see a Z here. That means whatever is here, for example, if I say this is A, this B, these two angles, A and B, are alternate to each other. Now, look at it. You can see a Z. A Z. A and B are alternate, either from the front or from the back. If I can write a Z from here too, if I put this as my C, this place will be the alternate angle. That means our A equals to B and our C equals to D. Whatever the value of A and B is, if A is 20, B will also be 20 because alternate angles are equal. The third one, we can have what we call the vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite. Now, this is the transversal. Now, vertically opposite, they are facing each other. If I have angle X here, what is vertically facing? If I can draw a straight line here, what is facing it? Looking at, for example, two people are standing across. You are looking at each other. My eyes is making contact with you. This X is making eye contact with Y. Vertically opposite. And vertically opposite angles are also equal. If the value of X is 50, let's assume, the value of Y will also be 50 degrees. So this is vertically opposite angles. If here is A, here is B, A and B will be the same. So our X equals to Y and our A equals to B. Why? Because they are vertically opposite to each other. Vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. The next one, we can have what we call the co-interior angle. The co-interior, when you say co, together, join together, co-interior angle. You can call this what we call the U or C. The U or C angle. Now, if I have something like this, and I have the value. Look at, I can form the letter C from it. Look at C, the letter C. This angle here, assuming this is A, the angle here is A, and this is B. A and B are co-interior angles. They live in the same house. Let's put it that way. They are inside, they are neighbors. Co-interior. This and this, they are inside. That's what is a co-interior angles. Now, the value A plus B sum up to 180 degrees. When you add two co-interior angles, the value you get is 180 degrees. Also, you can have a scenario where you have this, the parallel lines are like this, and the transversal cuts across like this. You can have what we call the U angle. The U, we can form the U from here. So if here is X, here is Y, these two angles here are what we call co-interior also, because I can form my U. They are inside, they share the same household. Let me put it that way. X plus Y equals to 180 degrees. Y, co-interior angles. So X and Y are said to be co-interior angles. Let's look at these two examples. The first one says find the value of the marked angle in the diagram below. Here is X, here is Y, here is 115, and here is A. So let's look at it together. For the first one, solution for the first one, we have, let's draw it. We have this angle here, y. We have our x here, and we have 115 degrees, and we have our a here. Now, our a and angle 115. Remember our the ones we looked at, co-interior. The two of them are co-interior. They are inside. They share the same neighborhood, and therefore a plus 115 degrees will give us 180 degrees. You put the reason why it is so. Co-interior angles. The two of them are co-interior angles. So let's find the value of A. So our A will be equals to 180 degrees minus 115 degrees. So our A will give us 65 degrees. Now that's the value of our A, 65 degrees. I haven't gotten A. Now look at X and A are what we call alternate angles. So A is equals to X, Y. They are alternate angles. They are alternate to each other. Now, when you are solving questions like this, you must always put the reason. Now, our A is 65 degrees. Therefore, our X is equals to 65 degrees. Because, look at it, we can form our Z, Z. Now, look at another one again. If our X is 65 degrees, automatically our X equals to Y. Why? They are vertically opposite. They are facing each other. Vertically opposite to each other. What's the reason? Vertically opposite. Vertically opposite angles. Therefore, my Y will also be 65 degrees. Now, that's that for example 1. Let's look at example 2. Find the value of theta and beta in the figure below. Now, looking at this, we cannot solve this like this. We have to look at what we do to enable us to solve it. What do? We produce lines parallel to this one that is already given. Now, let me draw it. This is 2. Let's redraw that. This becomes, this is my 125 here. These are the two parallel lines. This is 125. And here we have a line that has been extended. And we're told that this is theta. Now, this is beta here. Now, for us to solve it, we produce lines parallel to this. So, extend this parallel line. Extend also this one. Now I haven't extended it. If here is 125, the first thing, let's call this angle, let's call it angle A. If here is 125, automatically A will be 125. Why is A 125? A equals to 125. Because A is alternate to 125, I can form my Z from there. Alternate angle. Now, if my A is 125, now my theta lies on a straight line with A. Now, they are neighbors. So our A plus theta equals to 180 degrees. Sum of angles on a straight line. Sum of angles on a straight line. On a straight line. Sum of angle on a straight line equals to 180 degrees. Now our A, we've already gotten it to be 125. That means 125 degrees plus theta equals to 180 degrees. Now my theta will be equals to 180 degrees minus 125 degrees. This is 55 degrees. So our theta is 55 degrees. Now how do we get the beta? Now, beta and theta are alternate angles. Look at it. We can form our Z. This is my Z here. I can form my Z. But we know that beta equals to theta. Why? Alternate angles. Therefore, my beta is also 55 degrees. Let's take one more example from here. Now, if I have something like this, and lines are drawn inside, and I say this is my x, this is my 3x, and this is my 2x. And I'm told to find the value of x in this. Now, if you examine this, that's a figure. This is angle 90 degrees. Look at it, perpendicular. This line is perpendicular to this. Now, therefore, the whole of this will give you 90. We are asked to find the value of x. So, therefore, my x plus 2x plus 3x equals to 90 degrees. Now, x plus 2x, that's 3x, plus 3x, that's 6x, equals to 90 degrees. Now, divide both sides by 6 over 6 over 6. So my x should equal to 50 degrees. So you can have different examples or different questions under this. Just know which one to apply and know, will I call them laws now, which one to apply, which one fits the question that has been asked. I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. Do let me know any aspect of mathematics you are finding challenging. Put it in the comment section and I will attend to it. If you are here to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, share, like our videos, tell your friends about the Mickey Masters. It is a place to be, a channel where mathematics is demystified. Alright, like in our usual style, before we go, here are some list of take-home fun. It says calculate the values of angles marked with letters below. So find the value of x here, find the value of y here, and find the value of y in this questions. I hope you have enjoyed today's class. Until we meet again, keep practicing. Remember, mathematics is fun. Shalom.